Hey guys, so we got the Flow 16-inch rear wheel, and I'm going to show you guys how to install it on a 2023 Talaria Mx4. First thing you're going to want to do is find a Allen, which is an H6, and you're going to want to put it on this side, or whichever side is easiest to press down. If you're having a hard time getting it off with the Allen, you can also use a 16 millimeter socket. Once your wheel is off, you want to make sure to keep the rear axle organized. And what you're going to want to do next is remove the rotor, and you're going to want to remove the sprocket. So after you get all these bolts out, you can see that there's some red residue. What that is actually Loctite. You're going to want to make sure you have some Loctite for these bolts because there's lots of vibration that goes through the chain and anything in the rear end. So once you have them all in, you're not going to want to completely tighten them all. Get them to just about tight where it's just like that. And once they're all about that same height, you're going to want to go in a star pattern. So what you're going to want to do is, because there's so many areas, the weight is going to go in one area when you just do one. So if you look here, you'll slightly notice the sprocket going to the sides. So once your sprocket's completely mounted correctly, you're going to want to take off the rotor bolts. You're going to want to use a T30X. You're going to want to make sure that it fits and there's no play, because these are actually very easy to strip is they have teeth. You're going to want to do these one by one. So another thing I forgot to mention is that when you're putting this on, I actually thought that I might have needed an adapter. You don't. You just need to get the pattern right. You need to like move this around. So you see how there's that gap right there. You want to make it look exactly like that, because when I first put it on, I thought, oh, for sure I'm going to need to get an adapter. But you actually don't. You just need to find the right way to move this around, and then these bolts will line up. Where this used to be, I just took it off because it's kind of hard to do with one hand. But this is up here, and what you want to do is you want to angle it perfectly in between here where you're holding onto this little edge, and you also squeeze it at the same time. So I finally got everything on, everything mounted correctly. The only issue though, I would say, is the chain that they send you, because I got the combo that comes with the chain. It was way too long. So for example, this was a 48 tooth sprocket, and the chain right there, you can see it's brand new. That didn't fit on the sprocket, so what I did instead, if you guys didn't have the same problem, is I just loosened this and pushed the wheel forward as much as I can, and it has the perfect amount of chain tension and all that stuff. You just might notice that it's kind of close to the wheel. The thing that would help that if you're worried about rubbing, which it doesn't, it might look like this, but it doesn't. You can see a slight gap right there in between. You can tighten it. So after you tighten it, it also kind of goes out like that. So you can see putting some more slack on it and it's in front of it. But the way I have it set up, it doesn't even rub. Overall, it's pretty easy installation process. The only thing you really need is a stand. Other than that, the wheel's great. It rides amazing. For the first like week or so, it's gonna take some getting used to if you're running a stock tire. But yeah, it grips great. It looks great. It's an actual dirt bike tire, and nothing else. Everything looks legit. There's nothing that was horrible or like that. Right there, you see the brake sounded right, sprocket sounds right, and it's perfectly straight. So yeah, hopefully this weekend I'll post some riding video clips for you guys with this new wheel.